Groundhog Day, we made it. David, hi, I'm Scott Rehr, co-founder and executive chair of Emerald.
And I am David Volpe, new CEO as well as Deputy CIO at Emerald.
And David, here we are, and I think it's fair to say this is a Groundhog Day like no other.
Yes, it is. Just look outside.
Absolutely. And I think back, I was at Groundhog Day, Ground Zero, number 1, a few years ago. And I think about Groundhog Day and how it's evolved over the years. So think back to a quarter century ago, downtown Philadelphia, hundreds of people coming to Groundhog Day. And now, here we are virtually, and virtually we're reaching more people than we ever did live.
Absolutely.
And I think about changes in our industry. A lot of the firms that came in Philadelphia no longer exist. And I think about how Emerald has changed, and we'll talk about that today. Go back to 2002. Today, we manage more than 10 times more money than we did back in 2002. And why is that? Because Emerald has done what we've done the same way since day one, and that way is putting our clients first.
That is the Emerald advantage.
That is the Emerald advantage. And so today, we're going to talk about our theme for this year, a new Emerald, and what it means for investors. We're going to talk about how, with the growth that we've seen in our firm, the growth in resources, the growth in our product offerings, it gives us scale and operating leverage that at the end of the day benefits our clients. It offers diversification for our clients into new and different asset classes. New offerings are coming out on a regular basis. And one of the things I think, David, I'm most excited about is the technical prowess that we're bringing on board to Emerald here in the coming months.
Scott, I couldn't agree more. It's really exciting. We talk about this as enduring principles that you talked about over 33 plus years of Groundhog Days, as well as evolving opportunities. So we ended, towards the end of last year, we were at $5.4 billion as a firm. 6 strategies, 6 main strategies. We ended the year at close to $8 billion under management with over 20 strategies. And the cool thing, Scott, is our past strategies, we've always tried to look to inefficient areas of the market, areas that we can exploit. And we've exploited them for many, many years with great performance. Well, going forward, we have a lot of those same exploitable areas of the market that we've now brought in with 2 new purchases we've made of over $3 billion. Such as small cap core, micro cap, emerging market, international small cap, and others. So it's a really, really exciting time in terms of the changes at a new Emerald. Again, enduring principles, but some just amazing new opportunities to exploit some of these areas of the market.
And let's talk really quickly about those enduring principles. As I said at the top, always putting clients first. We show up every day for our clients. The investment excellence, you know what? Emerald had an incredible performance year in 2025. I don't know if our compliance team will say that's okay to say, but I think the chart says it all. Emerald small cap growth really had just a historic year in terms of its performance relative to how we've done over the past 3+ decades. And it's our commitment to adding alpha. Yeah. It's about our differentiated research process, identifying secular trends early. It's the employee ownership. Almost half of Emerald is owned by our employees. Every vested employee owns a piece of this firm. And it's a culture of compliance and risk control, which we'll see demonstrated whether or not this clip survives without any compliance edits. But it's also those evolving opportunities.
It sure is. So in the last year and a half, we've introduced 2 new ETFs, both with very, very strong track records from the get-go. Again, in exploitable areas of the market in terms of healthcare and life sciences, as well as special situations. So it's been very, very exciting there. Collective trust, we're trying to go where the market, where the investors are in terms of what they're looking for. And now, as I said, many, many new strategies covering many different areas of the market that's going to make us more diverse, as well as more targeted for certain areas of the market where we're really experts, but also more diverse in scale, as you talked about. And so that's really exciting for us, for a firm that started out in central Pennsylvania, now approaching $10 billion with a really, really significant and broad lineup of asset classes.
So, and we talked about how Groundhog Day this year is different. And I think it's different because, as we said, from a technology standpoint, we can just reach so many more people here. But also, Emerald, under our fantastic marketing team, is delivering video content throughout the year. But I also think it's fair to say there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the market. There's a lot going on here at Emerald with our folks coming on board. So because of that, we're really focused in on a much tighter, more compact Groundhog Day this year. David, tell us about what we can expect to see here as we roll out Groundhog Day 2026.
Sure, Scott. So you'll have a couple of different presentations being made virtually. One relates to our small cap team talking about some of the opportunities in 2026 as it relates to small caps, the equity markets, and most importantly, as it relates to innovation and trends. We tend to be at places early, and that's helped us so much. Last year in particular, a lot of managers, Scott, underperformed. They called, issue quality. No, it was they weren't finding the right growth and innovative companies. So they'll be talking. So that's Stacy Sears and Joe Garner, our two portfolio managers on the small cap team. And then we'll have a presentation made by our life sciences team. So that'll be Nishit Trivedi and Terry Smith, two of the members of the life science team, two doctors. We'll be talking about opportunities in life sciences, some of the innovations and trends there, regulatory issues, legislative issues, talking about how well the Life Science Fund has done since its inception, being top tier for that particular asset class. So that should be a really, really exciting presentation. Both of them should be very, very informative for viewers and fitting with the Emerald tradition of being there early and being able to predict trends, just like the Groundhog. So if you can go to www.teamemerald.com and you'll see that Digby Groundhog, and you'll see some really good presentations in terms of what 2026 is going to look like.
We hope you will tune in for both of these upcoming presentations, and you know what? You'll learn something, and it won't be a snow job. No, we don't shovel it. No, it's all good information. Stay tuned, and thank you. Thanks, David.
Thank you, Scott.